Well, the parent company of Silicon Valley Bank is now trying to claw back some funds that were seized earlier in the year when the bank collapsed. The failed bank is suing the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, known as FDIC, for $1.9 billion. Let's bring in David Hollerith for specifics on that lawsuit there. David.
Hey, Kiko. Yeah, so obviously the FDIC took over Silicon Valley Bank and took the assets and moved into a bridge bank at the beginning of March. And that's obviously been covered by the failure. And a part of that was that bank regulators, including the FDIC, invoked the systemic risk exception, which meant that all depositors of Silicon Valley Bank, including those over the FDIC's insurance limits, would have their money returned. So now the interesting scenario is that SVB Financial Group, the parent company for SVB, is in bankruptcy, and they're also a depositor of the bank. And they have about $1.9 billion in cash with the bank, which obviously is now the bridge bank that the FDIC is in charge of. And the FDIC has sort of not handed back the money. And, one could understand why, with connection to the parent company for potential costs that could be incurred with the sort of selling the remaining assets. The total estimated costs of SVB's failure for returning money to uninsured depositors was something like $16 billion. So that was an estimate. But now at this point, the lawyers in the bankruptcy for the bankruptcy estate for SVB Financial Group is asking for the money to come back. And, it's sort of an issue of who should hold on to the money until it's decided how much money the FDIC should be able to claim in case they suffered any extra additional liability costs associated with the failure. Now, it's not entirely clear whether or not the cost that they paid $16 billion to return money to the depositors should be paid by the bankruptcy estate, but the bankruptcy estate is arguing that it's their right. So again, the FDIC has until the middle of September to make a claim, and for now, the bankruptcy estate is saying that money belongs to them.
We'll see how it all plays out come September. David Hollerith, thanks so much for that.